Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Affordable Flyers, insane CubCrafters altitude record. Great lineup coming to Affordable Flying Expo. Sonex Highwing testing continues. And I'm your host, Holland Lee. Welcome to Airborne Affordable Flyers, our programming designed to help you get and stay in aviation as affordably as possible. Overseen by the editorial staff of the award-winning SportPlane resource guide, we know well the challenges faced by today's sport flyers, and we're here to help you enjoy flying to the utmost. Let's get into today's stories. A new insane CubCrafters altitude record. This is an insane record, and one that's likely to stand for a while, as we're not sure there are many who would choose to challenge it. A next-gen CubCrafters Carbon Cub UL has climbed to a verified altitude of 37,609 feet above sea level over the California coast just a few days ago, setting what CubCrafters claims to be an unofficial new world altitude record for Cub-type aircraft. It's not likely that most Cub-types have seen anywhere near half that altitude. Piloted by John Kotwicki, the Carbon Cub UL began its climb just before 10 a.m. last Tuesday out of the San Luis Obispo Airport under ideal weather conditions and with approvals from Los Angeles ARTCC. The aircraft reached its peak altitude of 37,609 feet after approximately 62 minutes of climbing, with an outside air temperature of minus 51 degrees Fahrenheit. This hypoxic climb surpasses the previous record of 30,203 feet, set by aviator Caro Bailey in a PA-18 Piper Super Cub over Miami, Florida, in February of 1951. Bailey's record was recognized internationally by the FAI in the C-1B light aircraft class, earning the prestigious Blériot Medal, and has stood the test of time as the high-altitude benchmark for light STOL aircraft for almost 75 years. After the break, get your tickets while you can for Affordable Flying Expo 2025.
For over 30 years, the massive SportPlane resource guide has provided expert, credible information, evaluations, and critical analysis of all that the sport aviation world has to offer. The all-new digital SportPlane resource guide is coming with extensive multimedia features that are constantly updated, an even more comprehensive online guide to all things sport aviation. Available soon. www.sportplane.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Affordable Flying Expo 2025. Get your tickets while you can. With less than a week to go, it's time to get serious. Thanks to the folks at Sun & Fun, we have a highly professional online ticketing system at our disposal for next week's Affordable Flying Expo. And we have other good news. Use the code AFE2025 and you can get $5 off the adult ticket price of $15 or even more for a 3-day pass. Go to affordableflying.net/attend and click the Purchase Tickets icon. We'll see you in Lakeland November 6th, 7th, and 8th. Flying into AFE is easy. In response to questions, there's no special permissions or arrival procedures for flying into the Affordable Flying Expo at the Sun & Fun Aerospace Expo campus at Lakeland Linder International Airport in Lakeland, Florida. Just fly in like you usually do. Without a NOTAM, it's a simple matter of flying into Lakeland, asking for taxi access to Sun & Fun's itinerant aircraft parking via Taxiway F. From there, it's a short walk to the ticket booth near Sunset Grill to either pick up your pre-ordered wristbands or to purchase them on site. See the event map at affordableflying.net/map. Deltahawk is the official event partner of the Affordable Flying Expo. Putting this event on has not been easy, and the ANN team is learning a lot about how difficult these efforts are, even on a much smaller scale than Sun & Fun. So it was a serious boost to the event when Deltahawk stepped up and agreed to take on the role of event partner to help us get everything done. Their help is not only welcome, but working with such an innovative company sure isn't hurting our egos at all. Come see the Deltahawk RV14 in the very center of Hangar A. Sun & Fun steps up to make AFE possible. A quick note of sincere gratitude. Aero-News has been working with Sun & Fun as their media partner for the better part of a decade and has gotten to know their crew quite well. But this cooperative undertaking has proven to us that the folks that populate Sun & Fun are not only good people to work with, but incredibly talented to boot. ANN is just a few days shy of being 30 years old, and we've learned quite a bit in that time. But the last few months of Sun & Fun's tutelage have been mind-blowing. Aviation's coolest event is in the hands of some great people, and we're proud to work with and soak up a lot of knowledge along the way. That's it for today's Stripper on the Patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. A great lineup coming to the Affordable Flying Expo. The Affordable Flying Expo is building up a healthy head of steam as additional exhibitors join the mix, and the list of aircraft on display grows by the day. Recently, we received confirmation of the Deltahawk RV14 test vehicle, added both Tecnam and JMB Aircraft, and 5 to 7 additional aircraft to the growing static display lineup. Vans is bringing a flight school experienced RV12 and will be conducting briefings on the RV15. 2 Spirit SE1s have been promised by Steve Wood. The Italian Risen is on its way, and the updated Carbon Cub UL with the new Hartzell prop is scheduled to make a showing as well, among the dozens more that are on the exhibitor list. Dynan Avionics is inbound, as is Cincinnati Props, Pick West Insurance, Gyrocopter Flight Training Academy, and the Society of Aviation and Flight Educators, and that isn't all. Even more airplanes are on the list, and they include Bristol, the AJ Sport, the Silverlight Recon, the Extra NG, Compair's latest beast, some great single-place helicopters from Composite FX, the sleek Black Shape Prime, and Phil Lockwood's incredible RV916 conversion. Next Monday, we'll fill in the list some more, but we recommend you reserve your tickets ASAP. It's shaping up to be a solid little expo. After these messages, Sonex Highwing testing continues.
Direct Fly USA proudly introduces the new Alto NG, a single-engine, two-seat light sport aircraft for the North American market. This simple, all-metal aircraft design provides low-maintenance cost, easy, comfortable access, and responsive flight controls. Equipped with the Rotax 912 engine and a ballistic parachute, the Alto NG is reliable and safe. Learn more about the Alto NG at directflyusa.com.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Welcome back. Sonex Highwing testing continues. The Sonex Highwing testing program continues with positive result as the Highwing SportPlane competition keeps up a steady pace. Sonex reports that a successful static load test of the Sonex Highwing horizontal tail section was conducted recently. Sonex notes that the Highwing tail performed well in excess of the required loading and was tested to 150% of ultimate load, 225% of design limit load, with no failure or permanent deformation of the structure or sample fuselage section. This milestone now in the rearview mirror, along with reportedly positive results from flight testing with the full-span wingtips, Sonex has announced that production of tail kit parts is ready to commence. The tail kit shipping sequence will be undertaken in accordance with already established Sonex Highwing kit reservation deposit position numbers, and estimated ship dates will be given to customers by mid-November. The temporary metal set of full-span wingtips for the Sonex Highwing have been completed and test flown as molds for the composite wingtips are being made. Flights with the full-span tips have completed the company's validation of rudder handling and authority, with the aircraft reported to be demonstrating good directional stability and rudder authority, allowing a crosswind component of 18 knots during one recent landing. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.